Kolu is lamenting about all the rot left by Buhari, but he's not bold enough to mention his name. He's talking about round tripping. He's talking about subsidy money. All of this, of course, we have heard. Everybody don't hear him. What are you doing after you have now done this? What? Tell them, what are you doing? Nothing. I remember when Buhari will be telling you that, you know, that time, that Dasuki time, any small thing, they stole all the money. Yeah, you want me to look away? All of them are taking all this one, get money, this one took money, that one took billions. All of them took money. It was like people took money. That was why things were hard when Buhari first started too. But this one no get sense, you know, if you mention names. People have heard this again and again and again. Here you get subsidy. Okay, you don't want multiple forex, Abi, foreign exchange. Oh yeah, what are you doing about it? What have you done about it? You don't want people who are collecting billions from subsidy. What have you done to replace that? And how many of them have you arrested for that crime? 0. And he kept saying that, you know, most I will say, I could have joined them. I don't know if all of you have paid. That's why I said, listen, even though you don't want to. He's a demented man, here you get. And once in a while, from all the balabulu, the nonsense he's talking, right? You got to pick some intel from them. Maybe it's just me, Sha. For somebody like me, I picked intel, and I want to share that with you. Every time when Kolu is talking about round tripping is when they do a deal behind the scene with central bank, where those of you want to change dollars, they will change dollars for you at a certain price. But if you belong to the cabal, enjoying the round tripping, they can give you millions and millions of dollars with exchange rate of maybe 40 naira to $1. Where you are paying 500 naira to $1, they will be paying 40 naira to $1. Where you are, sourcing for dollars for your business, they will have them handed to them. They don't even have to pay money before they get the money. They can only come and pay back the money when they have exchanged the money and make their own money. It's called round tripping. This was what Emefiele started under Buhari, where Buhari's families, and some of these, what do they call them? CPC members of APC, Malamu and gang, Kiyari and Co. They were enjoying that, you know, including some emirs in northern Nigeria. Emefiele was boxing dollars, millions of dollars. He was boxing them to, he was handing them to these guys who were now reselling them to the Bureau de Change in Nigeria. It happened, you remember? So every time Kolu will be like, God forbid, I don't want to I could have participated, which means I could have just enjoyed my own court. Here you get, but I didn't. So I want to, okay, what have you done? I want to, I have stopped that. Now, I want to make sure that the exchange rate is not many. You know, that's what he said there. Then he says subsidy. Multi-billion dollars are paid to some people. That he could also have participated in it as president. Like, this is the president of Nigeria. That's why I said that, you know, he's demented, of course, but at the same time, he can always drop intel when he's doing his balabulu. You just don't, some of you are so impatient. You need to exercise some patience, if you want to understand these guys well, or else people could just cook things up for you that you'll be feeding on and they are just like trash that doesn't really tally. Listen to them. They do drop intel in their utterances. You can pick them with other pieces of information you have, join them together. You get a projection. Very easy. That's what I do. So does that mean that Buhari was also taking his court? Being the petroleum minister, Buhari appointed ministers. He didn't appoint petroleum minister. He made himself minister of petroleum. So under him, 700,000 barrels of crude oil of Nigeria was being stolen every day for over 6 years, running into over 180 billion US dollars in today's value. So also, the payment for subsidy jumped from 800 billion a year to over 4 trillion naira a year, and nobody knows who they were paying the money to, even though Nigerians are now paying more for petrol under him. Does that mean that Buhari actually was collecting his own rubber, or they were keeping his rubber for him as president, and he just allowed that to go on until the last day? So when Kolu said he could have participated, is that something lucrative that nobody can do? It's a scam. Subsidy is such a fraud that nobody can participate or do or perpetuate without the blessing of the president of Nigeria. Isn't that an intel? I'm just saying, isn't? That should be an intel, right? That something is deeper. If you have journalists in Nigeria who can dig deeper, they can possibly get who is taking the money, proxy money from subsidy, and who are collecting their share. Where are they going to? And they'll trace some of them to Buhari and his family too. So do you see that back-end robbery? So when Kolu said, I could have participated,